Today we will discuss about the application of linear prediction filter in the form of echo cancellation. So echo cancellation, what do you mean by echo cancellation? Echo cancellation normally used in telephones and telephony application to improve the quality of voice communication. Not only in the voice communication, but also it prevents the echoes from being created or being captured, what we've been creating and capturing it. It also removes the echo in post-processing. That is a provision is there, we can remove the echoes which are the post-processing. It is a method to improve the voice quality by creating a removal. So echo suppressions and echo cancellations are the methods to improve the voice quality. So how are they being used with the help of these linear adaptive filters? That is what we are going to be analyzed and discussed in this particular diagram. So voice quality. The quality of the voice is being varied by means of so many factors. So today I can communicate to you by means of my voice commands or voice communication. But the exact information what I communicated or I spoke to may not able to reach at your end due to so many interferences, so many obstacles which are being placed there. Though the voice signal, or I can say speech signal, does not have any kind of a barrier in the form of communication, but there are other interferences or there present in the case of transferring it or moving from one end to the other end. So how are we going to calculate the quality by means of these echoes, and what is the procedures and what are the methods we can able to use in case of the echo cancellation? All those things in this particular slide. So here we have an adaptive filters, and we will have the speaker signal, and speaker B is having a reference signal also. So normally in speech communications we will have the therapy of the given input signal as a reference signal, and we will try to see that those signals are matched or mapped with all the forms of the given. So whenever we see there is a mapping or there is a map which exists in the formation of the signal, we can see that the quality of the signals will be improved. So one among such method is nothing but the speaker's A's echo. So we can see. So we have the speaker, and the speakers or B signal is there, and we also have the echo of the other person's signal also we have. Now when these two are mixed up, or when these two are going to perform the communication, the transformation of the information will not be proper. So whenever there is a deviation of the signals are there, those signals has to be addressed first. So those will be taken separately and put into this adaptive filters. And these adaptive filters, by means of a trial and error or by means of so many trials, it will find out at what particular amount of speech or voice it been get corrupted by means of this trial method, and then it sees to that whether there's any kind of applications or filtering applications may be possible, to what extent to eradicate the effects, to remove the noise. And such quality of the error noise signal can be totally removed from the analysis. Almost all the conversations are conducted in the presence of echoes, if you see between A and B. So echo may be unnoticeable, distinct, and depend upon the delay involved. Of course, when there is an echo is there, the information I conveyed may not be reached at this time itself. It may reach after some amount of time. So if the delay between the speech and the echo is short, then the echo is noticeable, but the perceived as forms the spectral distortions or reverberation. So that's what they are conveying. If the echo is very small, at the same time, whatever the A communication A is speaking or communicating, the B could able to receive after some amount of time delay, that is also fine, but at the same time, generally speaking, the longer the echo delay, the more may be attenuated before it is noticeable. What do you mean by attenuation? Attenuation is nothing but the process of elimination. So we need to go for a proper attenuated signal by means of the noise removal at the initial stage by means of this adaptive filters. The basic principle is illustrated in the figure. There is only one direction from the speaker. The adaptive canceller is placed at the 4-wire path near the origin of the echo. So the synthetic echo, which are normally defined here, is R of N, passing through the speech signal of a speaker. So there is a synthetic echo is there. Okay, that echo is being denoted by R of N, and we are passing it through the speech signal from the speaker. The adaptive filters which we are using, it tries to see that and try to match us with the transfer function of the echo part. And if that matches the transfer function of that particular echo, then the reference signal will be passing through the hybrid unit where the communication will be fruitful and there will be no formation of echo-free signal present at the output end. And this echo together with the far end speaker, I consider the re-designed, or I can say the reconstructed or resampled voice signal will be delivered at the output end. So there will not be any formation of disturbances or distortions will be present. But this may not be applicable in all the scenarios. So what we will try to do is nothing but we will calculate the estimated formation of the synthetic echo, and then we will try to subtract it from the actual signal. And if that cancellation error of any one direction from the transmitter speaker A or B, either from the A to B or from B to A, whatever the mode of analysis we are doing, any one of the analysis has to be tested it out. And if that error is giving you the minimal error, then we can understand that the echo is totally negligible amount. If at all not there, then there must be corrective measures in the filtering process to filter out the effect of this. And this is what that. Here E of N is the expected output, where R of N is denoting R of N is nothing but the synthetic echo, and E of N is the contains a far end speaker signal with X of N. If any, even the error signal E and N is to be controlled and adjustable, made in the coefficient to the adaptive filters. So we need to do in the such formation of analysis adaptively or constantly observe it and try to adjust it for our requirement and for our needs. This is what we need. Thank you.